and welcome to the workshop on frontiers in in computational mathematical medicine. We are here to also celebrate Siva Balaganathan's contribution to mathematical medicine. The program, as you know, will be 2 days. We have the full day today and we end with the reception, and then tomorrow we have like a half day workshop. So before I start to say a little bit about Siva, I just wanted to thank you, people who helped us a lot during, and made us able to have such a, beautiful workshop and seeing such a, exciting, audience, lots of, former members and, people I haven't seen for a long time. A special thank to, Professor Thomas Heelan. This wouldn't have been possible with your support. Thank you so much. And then, field staff that, helped a lot. And of course, international guests, esteemed speakers, and all of you. Thank you so much for making this to happen. And also I see lots of, group members from all. I tried to find some older pictures. I couldn't find all of them. It was probably one of the, external hearts. So I just thought, thank you everyone who made it. Haven't seen you for a long time. So it's really, I'm very much looking forward to catch up and learn more about your current, research. So the reason we chose, mathematical medicine, as you know, is that, we know math and computation are, really evolutionary tools in, healthcare, modeling biological complex systems and analyzing, large data set using both math or, nowadays AI as well, and developing, innovative treatment strategies. As you will notice through the day, many of our, students and postdocs are now working in industry and pharmaceutical industry, biotechs, and so on, which shows, and demonstrates exactly, how important is this field. And, and in fact, it's great to see all these practical applications, in real life. I think everyone knows Sieg here, but I'm just going to make that, a little bit about him. We are celebrating, as I say, like a quarter century of, his contribution to mathematical medicine. He was founder of the Center for Mathematical Medicine and director at the Fields Institute here. And he has done lots of, interdisciplinary research between, math and medicine, made a lot of collaboration during these years. Just a little bit about him for people who don't know him very well. He came, with Sri Lankan, heritage, but grew up in UK. He likes to be called British, I guess, yeah. And he went, to British, private and public school system, and lots of amusing stories if you chat with him about that. But from young age, he had a knack for mathematics. His dad was a mathematician, his brother is a mathematician. I think the family is all, and his son is a mathematician as well. So everyone is like a mathematician in his, background. And he went to Oxford, did his PhD, and postdoc as well. And then, he found opportunity at University of Alberta. He became a prof there, I guess, and then came and chose Canada over UK. He told me, his mother wished that he would have stayed in UK. Still, he goes for a visit. But he chose, Canada, and a decision that, I'm so happy he made it, so I could make it. And it started the new adventure. And what happens that, he got a offer from the University of Waterloo, accepted the position, met wife in Toronto, became in love, and then decided to stay here and, living happily ever after since then in the area. And Canada became home. A decision, he and, none of us ever regretted. We are so happy to have him. As I mentioned, he was the department chair for, I think 8 years, if I remember correctly, almost 8 years during the hard time of, COVID as well. And stepped down in 23 for a well-deserved sabbatical. He was university chair, as I said, director of CMM. And I think this picture should be pretty old here. Yeah, it should be like maybe 15 years ago. It looked, I think he used to look young, but probably here you are a bit younger. I would say probably like 20 years ago, this picture should be. And that's Dr. Oza was co-director at the time for the CMM, Center for Mathematical Medicine. And I think after Dr. Oza stepped down, Dr. Jim Drake was a co-director. So we all, he always had, this collaboration with clinicians, and that's what made, his work very special. Oops, I should have taken the picture a bit lower. He is the father of 4, beautiful and, talented, kids. I had the pleasure of, working with Darshan. We had a paper together. He finished his PhD in computational biology, in US, and then now he's doing his MD in Johns Hopkins. He went in Princeton for doing PhD, and then Johns Hopkins for PhD. And they are all, the daughter is low, and then the other 2 sons, it's doing, business and also dentistry, started dentistry. I mean, in my culture, we say that when somebody helps other people, God makes the way for, his and his family. And that's one of the, things that, his family is very successful. And then beyond academia, as I said, father of 4 kids, and then also, he's thinking about retirement in 2028. I'm still trying to convince him to become a dean rather than doing that. But you never know. Maybe it would be, coincide. We know when his youngest finished dental school, or maybe I can convince him to stay and become a dean at the Faculty of Math, University of Waterloo. And thank you, Siv. Thank you for being such an exceptional mentor, collaborator, and colleague. You have definitely made, constant dedication to excellence and passion for, advancing frontiers of computational mathematical medicine. And you have been truly inspiring, have changed and touched many lives of students, colleagues, sparking in us a drive to explore, innovate, and excel. Thank you so much. Again, thank you everyone for joining the meeting. So I give the floor to Jibin to start the first talk. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.